It's not Miranda, but it is Sunday. You know who I am. I'm Sophia. In fact, I'd be a little bit concerned if you didn't know that by now. Miranda called me up and was like, can you do your video on how to love hipsters for me this weekend, because she's very busy, and like Luke, I don't like to see people punished, so I, sure, they'll do the video. She failed to inform me that it was book week. So not only do I have to tell you how to love hipsters, but I have to tell you about books. Miranda, by the way, Denise, I'm not 100% sure of this because I don't know how long Luke has had a Tumblr, but I'm pretty sure I've been following Luke for like 7 months, like randomly. So, before Miranda was in the club, before I knew who you were. So, it was pretty entertaining when I started seeing your conversations on Tumblr with this blog I've been following for like a year. So, side note. The best definition I was able to find, and I have a feeling that I just can't really explain this very well, was on Urban Dictionary. If you look hipster up, the first definition you find, it's quite long. I'll link it below. Hipsters aren't how you look, and they're not what you own. Looking at me, dressed like this, you wouldn't think I was a nerd, but I am. The same way that gay and nerd are not insults, hipster is not an insult. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close is one of my favorite books of all time. It's about this 9-year-old kid named Oscar whose father died in the 9/11 attacks, and he finds this key in an envelope, and on the envelope it says black. So he goes through the address book and goes to every single person in New York City with the last name Black, trying to find out if they know what the deal with this key is. The reason I call Miranda Mira, I don't know if any of you have ever heard me call Miranda Mira, but I do, is because of this book, which is called When You Reach Me. It's obviously a good one. This 6th grader named Miranda, Mira, and her best friend Sally live in New York City. She just gets these notes, these very strange notes that predict her future in her book and in her backpack and in her lunchbox. She just tries to make a connection through them. It looks like it's written for 5-year-olds, but it's so good. 13 Reasons Why, also an excellent one. It's about this boy named Clay. And he had a crush on this girl named Hannah who committed suicide. And he gets these cassette tapes one day when he comes home in a box on his doorstep. And when he listens to the first tape, basically each cassette tape, there's 13 sides. Each side is a reason. And each reason is a story of a person. And if you receive the box, then you are one of the reasons why she killed herself. I clearly like things that make me cry, because all 3 of those books will definitely make you sob. This book, I know it's my iPhone, but this book, the one, read it. Read it. If you didn't like it the first time you read it, read it again, because Holden is hilarious. It's really sweet. It's like, Abby, this tea is for you. Books I don't have on me, and I read a really long time ago, but are really, really fantastic. The Body of Christopher Creed, Phantom Tollbooth, classic. This Boy's Life, which is a memoir. It's really good, and Leonardo DiCaprio starred in the movie. So I just wanted to point out that Ella didn't post a video yesterday. I have no idea if I have any right to be commenting on this. I might also just be blind or my YouTube's messed up, but I didn't see one. So I'm pretty sure that means me or Miranda gets to give her a punishment. And doesn't she have a punishment from like 2 weeks ago? This girl, Ella, I love you. Yeah, and Miranda will be doing her punishment next week. It's my birthday next week. Throwing that in there, that was subtle. That was product placement of my own birthday. Product placement, yep. Product placement. The thumbnail of this video is not going to be good. Denise, I missed your face last week, so hopefully I will see your face tomorrow.